The elites of the north, who at this time are mostly the Fulani and Kanuri intelligentsia, are aware that Amotekun is a spontaneous reaction by the southwest to the existential threat Esme and other later day insecurity issues posed to them. They know it is not a secessionist agenda, not so their people. The average literate, semi-literate or absolutely illiterate northerner sees Amotekun as the Yariba version of IPOB. Even if the Southwest crafts Amotekun today and never speaks about it, that impression has been indelibly fixed in the consciousness of the average northerner, and even Buhari and his Buharism can't undo that impression. So the average northerner, the Yariba have shown their hands and proved their suspicions right, that their commitment to Nigeria is not total, that they only remain in Nigeria because they are afraid of the strong arm of the North. It does not matter that that is absolutely bukum. It is what they know. It is now what they believe, and you ignore that at your own peril. Events since that time, which have since climaxed in a this day exclusive which seriously unsettled Bola Tinubu and rattled his camp into a media frenzy, have since proved me right, according to Reno Mokri. It is not that Amotekun is wrong. It is not. It is very right. But this is Nigeria where perception is reality. I believe it was my fellow author Joshua Harris who said the right thing at the right time is the wrong thing. Scripture says to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, according to Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. I recommend the 2019 documentary The Kingmaker to Bola Tinubu. In it, the central character, Imeda Macros, says perception is real and the truth is not. I hope Tinubu can grasp these concepts. Only 3 years light 2020 and 2023. It was a strategic mistake for the Southwest to show its hand too soon. And really, this was unlike them. They are usually more sophisticated. What happened? Could it be because they stopped listening to sagacious voices like Obasanjo's and instead hearkened to desperados like Tinubu, who is obviously too blinded by sheer ambition to think straight? Barely conceived intentions become hardly realized plans. They lead to frustration, and I hope here and still enough strategic thinkers in the Southwest willing and able to wrest the ship of their freedom from Bola Tinubu before it crashes it almost irrevocably. The current Northern Power Bloc, and by this I refer to the Fulani elite and intelligentsia around General Buhari, are much better at brinksmanship than the Southwest, not the least reason being that their major religion, Islam, is conducive to fatalism. Only by employing the strong determinism and putting into practice the second law of thermodynamics, that entropy increases with time, can the Southwest limit the damage that Bola Tinubu has done to the region on its march to 2023. I mean, from the get-go, it should have been clear to the region that it should not have tied its politics of 2023 to an individual. Politics is about interests, not about individuals. And if the Southwest has to sacrifice a shady character like Bola Tinubu, then so be it. And to be honest, how much influence does Tinubu still command outside Lagos? None in Oyo, less than none in Edo, barely tolerable in Ogun State. Its influence in Ondo ranges between slim and none, and slim looks like it is about to abandon him. Let us face it, Bola Tinubu is an overrated hack. I get amused when his paid praise singers trumpet his fabled but not existent political genius. Which political genius allows bullion vans to be filmed and photographed entering his residence on election eve? Talk about a smoking gun. Does it mean he does not have trusted subordinates to whose house the bullion vans could have been diverted? Can you imagine that fate befalling someone like Nyesom Wike or Sule Lamido? It shows shoddiness, lack of methodical planning, and above all, hubris that you are above the law and can act with impunity. Is that the person the All Progressives Congress will trust its fate to in 2023? Someone that is so vulnerable to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission? I think not. I think not. A good tactician is never desperate for power until he's in power, especially when you are not fighting from a higher ground. By speaking through writers like Sam Omo Sheye, Bola Tinubu ends up saying more than is necessary. I would have thought that Bola Tinubu would be savvy enough to know that nobody that matters in Nigeria is duped to think that the writings of Omaseye are nothing more than Bola Tinubu's echo. Tinubu is too predictable. If an event occurs that he obviously does not like, you can almost count on the nation and Sam Omosheye to address it the next day. When you are that predictable, it is almost impossible to respect you. And in Edo, we have seen how much the electoral respect Bola Tinubu. Tinubu more or less won the election for Obaseki by releasing his poorly scripted and even more poorly delivered message to the people of Edo. The less that is seen and heard of Bola Tinubu, the better for the APC and the Southwest. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is a better talker and a better sight to behold as Kayode Fayemi and Raji Fashola. Another thing Imelda Macron said in the documentary, the kingmaker is the gun. The kingmaker is the gun can kill you only up to the grave. Media can kill you beyond the grave. Tinubu has used the media as a gun to kill many people. However, he must understand that he's not the only one who has a gun. And in this social media age, his guns are no longer the biggest guns in town. And the people of the Southwest must display the political sophistication that are known for and begin to know and demonstrate that their own group interests are not the same as Bola Tinubu's personal interests. The group interest of the Yoruba is best served by a restructured Nigeria, and the fastest route to achieving that is the implementation of the resolutions of the 2014 National Conference, chief of which are devolution of powers and reliance of merits over primordial factors. Bola Tinubu's interest is singular: to catch power, pure and simple, and his utterances after the daughter of the leader of Afenifere, Paruben Fashionoti Funke Olakunrin, was killed are proof of that. When the incident occurred, Tinubu was more concerned about choosing his words to placate the hegemonious that his mouthpiece Omasheye now attacks than in assuaging the grief of Fashionati and the Yoruba people. It will be recalled that during a highly staged condolence visit, Bola Tinubu had questioned the testimony of several eyewitnesses, including occupants of the car in which Mrs. Olakunrin was killed, who said she was killed by herdsmen. Speaking at the residence of Fashionati on July 15, 2019, Tinubu said, "I am extremely concerned about security. I don't want a stigma. I can go through the history of kidnapping in Nigeria and we know how and where it all started. There are a lot of copycats." Continuing, he said, "How many years ago have we faced the insecurity in the country? There are cases of kidnapping. Is Evans too, who was arrested and made disclosures, also a herdsman? I don't want to be political, but I will ask, where are the cows?" Then Tinubu plunged the dagger deeper into the heart of Fashionati by saying, "It has been destined that is the way she would go. You can't change what is ordained by God. One way or the other, it could be death by road accident or any other way." Lo and behold, when the Nigerian police announced the arrest of the killers of Mrs. Mrs. Olakunrin on April 16, 2020. They were identified as Lawa Mazage, 40, Adamu and Adamu, 50, Mohammed Usman, 26, and Awal Abubakar, 25. The police announced that their leader was still at large and identified him as one Tambaya, who they describe as communicating in Hausa, Fufude, and Pidgin English, fair in complexion, and suspected to be between 20 and 30. He was last known to be in Isolu, Kogi State, and has a visible scar from stitches on his forehead down to his nose and mouth. Contrary to what Tinubu said, none of them was named Evans. And this is really, this article is from Reno or Mokri. And he has said a lot of things about it. Tinubu, well, let us see it then. But what he knows now is that, or what he believes that a northern elite see Amotekun as southern version of IPOP, and it's a very, very detailed one. So guys, leave your comment below and let's have your take on this. Thank you.